Okay. I got your message. Thank you, Tone. Oh, wait a minute. Hello, Zung Ha. How are you?
Hi.
Hi.
Fine.
Nice to see you. Hi. Hello, Nok.
Hello.
Hello, Nok. Can you turn your camera on, please? Just so I can see you at the start of the lesson.
Okay.
Thank you. And who else can we see there?
Dương Hà, Khánh Toàn, Ngọc, Bảo, Michael.
Michael, I can see. I've talked to Michael.
Okay, that's also.
Now I can see you, Nok. How are you, Nok?
I'm okay.
Good. Good. Did you go to your hometown last weekend, Nok? Or is Hanoi your hometown?
Yes, I did. Actually, I visited my grandfather last weekend.
Okay. And where does he live? Where does he live?
He's living in Taiping. Taiping, where is far from Hanoi, about.
How far? How far from Hanoi?
I think it's 150 kilometers.
100. Okay. A little bit far. All right. Hello, Minduk. Hello, Duk.
Hello,
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine.
Okay. And who else? Hakan. Hello, Hakan. Hello, Hakan.
Hello.
Hello. I can hear you. How are you, Hakan?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good, good. Now, Tone, can you try your microphone, please?
Can you hear me now?
I can. That's great. Thank you. Thank you, Tone. Okay, well, welcome to class, as I said. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us this afternoon. So what we're going to be doing today, oh, by the way, is there anyone I haven't said hello to? Have I missed out anyone? No? Good. All right. What we're going to do today is I will show you, we're going to do speaking mostly today because we haven't done any speaking for a while now. So I want to concentrate on the speaking just to give you some practice at this. So I've got a couple of exercises for you. I've also got a test as usual, and we'll start off by doing the idioms. Okay, so we're on to the T idioms now. By the way, before we start, has anyone got any questions for me? Any questions about anything to do with English or anything? Today, by the way, in New Zealand, well, in fact, this weekend is Easter weekend. Some of you might have heard of Easter weekend. It's a big holiday, a religious holiday in Western countries. So it's a 4-day weekend. So both Friday and Monday of this weekend are holidays. So people get 4 days off. And unusually, the shops are all shut on both Friday and today's Sunday. All the shops have to shut because it's a religious holiday. The only exceptions are maybe you can go to the garage or service station to get petrol for your car or motorcycle. And there are also some small shops like 7-Elevens, which are open, but otherwise all the shops have to shut. So these 2 days over Easter are 2 of only 3 days when shops are shut in most Western countries. The other day, of course, is Christmas Day. Are there any days, by the way, Zung Ha, are there any days in Hanoi when all the shops are shut, or are they open every day of the year?
I think the only day that a shop in Hanoi are shut is on the first day of New Year.
Right. So the shops are shut on the first day of the Lunar New Year?
Yes, both the Lunar New Year. No,
Yeah.
just the Lunar New Year.
Just the Lunar New Year. Okay, that's interesting to know. Thank you, Zung Ha. So yes, so there are 3 days in most Western countries when shops are shut. So 2 days at Easter, which is this weekend, also Christmas Day. Just a fun fact for you to start the lesson today. Okay, so we're looking at the T idioms. Hakan. Hello, Hakan. Can you read the first one for me, please? The first idiom.
Tables are turned. When tables are turned, the situation has changed, giving the advantage to the person or team who had previously been at disadvantage.
Okay, good reading. Thank you, Hakan. So turning the tables on someone means to take the advantage from them to you. Okay, it's usually used in sport. Okay, for example, you could say, in the second half, Liverpool turned the tables on Manchester United. It means that Liverpool got the advantage in the second half. But it can also be used in something like business as well. So to turn the tables on someone means to get the advantage in some sort of competition back to your side. Turn the tables. And like I say, a good example is football. One team, Manchester United, turned the tables on Liverpool in the second half. That's how you use it. Okay, Minduk. Minduk, please.
Take someone under your wing. If you take someone under your wing, you look after them while they are learning something.
Okay, thank you, Duk. Good reading. So this one is fairly obvious what it means. If you take someone under your wing, it's like putting your arm around them. You look after them. So to take someone under your wing is to look after them. Okay, next one, please. Knock.
I'm here.
Yes.
So taste of their own medicine. If you give someone a taste of your own medicine, you do something bad to someone that they have done to you to teach them a lesson.
Okay, so thank you, Knock. So if you give someone a taste of their own medicine, it usually means that someone has done something bad to you, so you give them the same thing back. For example, someone steals from you, they steal money or something from you, you steal something from them to give them a taste of their own medicine. Okay, next one, please. Michael. Michael.
The apple does not fall from the tree.
Yes, keep going. Hello, Michael. Can you still hear me?
No?
Yeah, hello. Can you finish the rest of the idiom? Sorry, Michael, we lost you for a moment. Can you finish the rest of the idiom, please?
The apple does not fall far from the tree. Children grow up to be like their parents.
Okay, thank you, Michael. So the apple does not fall far from the tree, I think is maybe a common saying in many different languages. It just means that children grow up to be similar or like their parents. If the apple falls far from the tree, it means the children don't grow up to be like their parents. But sometimes when you're talking about someone's children, you can say they are very like their father or their mother. The apple didn't fall far from the tree. It means someone is very much like their parents. Okay, Zong Ha. Zong Ha, please. Next one.
Through thick and thin, if someone supports you through thick and thin, they support you during good times and bad.
Very fluent reading, Zong Ha. Excellent reading. Okay, I don't know where this saying comes from, but it just means that if someone supports you through thick and thin, it means they support you no matter what. They will always be your friend through thick and thin. Again, this is quite a common saying in English. I don't know why thick and thin mean what they do in this sentence, but it is a common idiomatic saying. So if you hear the phrase, they will support you through thick and thin, means they will support you through good times and bad times. Okay, who is next? Tone, please, Tone.
Under a cloud, if someone is suspected for having done something wrong, they are under a cloud.
Okay, thank you, Tone. So this might be something like, my friend had to leave school under a cloud. My friend had to leave school under a cloud. It means they were suspected of having done something wrong or bad. So if someone or something is under a cloud, it means something is wrong. Maybe they've done something bad. Hakan, back to you, please, for the next one. Hakan. Hello, Hakan. Can you hear me? No, he can't hear me, I don't think. Minduk. Minduk, please. Can you hear me, Duk?
Yes.
Okay, can you read the next one, please? Up for grabs.
Up for grabs. If something is up for grabs, it is available, and whoever is first or is successful will get it.
Okay, thank you, Duk. So remember, to grab something means to do this to something, to grab something, grab. I know you have grab taxi, I think, in Vietnam. Grab taxi means to grab the taxi, get something, get the taxi. So if something is up for grabs, it's available to whoever is first one to get it. All right, so you might say, again, using a soccer analogy, first place in the Premier League is up for grabs at the moment. Either Manchester City or Liverpool could win it. Okay, first place in the Premier League is still up for grabs. Manchester City or Liverpool could win. That's how you use up for grabs. Thank you, Duk. Hakan, are you back yet? Okay, maybe not. Knock, please.
I'm here.
Okay, Knock. Last one, thank you.
Up a river. No. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Up a river without a paddle. If you up a river without a paddle, you are in an unfortunate situation, unprepared, and none of resources to remedy the matter.
Okay, that is a very formal definition. Thank you, Knock. Up a river, if someone is up a river without a paddle, it is a bit like if you are, imagine you are in a boat and you are paddling your boat or paddling your canoe and you lose your paddle. Suddenly, it means you lose control of the boat. So in this idiom, it means you lose control of the situation. So if you are up a river without a paddle, it means you have no control of the situation you find yourself in. It means you have some problem. Again, this is quite a common saying in English, to be up a river without a paddle. It's fairly common sense, so I'm sure you don't have any trouble understanding that. So if you ever hear about anyone being up a river without a paddle, it means they have some bad problem and they don't know what to do about it. They are up a river without a paddle. All right, are there any questions about any of those idioms? Okay. Thank you everyone for your reading. So let's look at this afternoon's test. This one should be pretty easy for most of you, I think. All right, we are choosing the adjective. So please have a look at each of these sentences and choose the adjective that fits the sentence the best. Now, you can use each adjective only once. So there are 8 adjectives and 8 sentences. So you have to assign the correct adjective to the appropriate sentence. So I'll just give you a minute or so to have a look at these, and then I will ask you one by one. Who don't we have here that we might normally have? Paula, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, Paula, nice to have you with us this afternoon. How have you been, Paula?
I'm okay.
Okay. Have you had a good weekend?
I think so.
Oh, good. You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
That makes it sound like you are not sure if you are having a good weekend or not. Okay, hopefully the next hour or so will be good and not too boring for you. All right, just another few seconds, please, everyone, to have a look at these sentences and choose the correct adjective. See if you can get 8 out of 8. 8 out of 8 is the goal for this. I think most of you should be able to do this. And as you can probably see, maybe some of the sentences could have 1 or 2 of these adjectives, but you have to choose the best one. All right, so for example, an adjective that could fit in one sentence might actually belong to another sentence. So that's why you need to look at all 8. Okay, Paula, I will start with you, please. Paula, number 1, can you read the sentence for me, please, with the adjective you have chosen?
Cuts to the service could have serious consequences for disabled people.
Excellent, Paula. Cuts to the service could have serious consequences for disabled people. That is the correct adjective. So serious, give yourself a mark if you got serious. Okay, Hakan, are you back yet? Hakan.
Hello. Sorry. I'm
Hello,
back.
Hakan. Okay, sorry, we lost you for a while. Number 2, please, Hakan. Can you read the sentence with the adjective you have chosen?
Wait a minute. It still have it still lag a
Sorry?
little, so I'm trying to see what on the screen is.
Can't you see the screen?
Yeah, because it's lag. Well, wait me a while. Let me fix the Wi-Fi.
Okay,
How
I'll
can
come
you-
back to you. I'll come back to you, Hakan.
Oh, I see it now.
Okay. Can you see okay?
Yeah, it's number 2. Nurses are
Yes.
often expected to work, right?
Yes, that's the one. Okay, so can you read the sentence with the adjective you have chosen?
Well, nurses are often expected to work.
Actually, if you've only just seen these, Hakan, don't worry, I will give you a few minutes to look at this, okay? All right, because
It's knock on hours.
sorry?
I think it's knock on hours.
No, it is not knock on hours. Okay, who is next? Minduk.
Yes.
Okay, Minduk. Number 2, please. Can you read the sentence with the correct adjective?
Nurses are often expected to work unsocial hours.
Correct. Well done, Duk. Nurses are often expected to work unsocial hours. Unsocial means hours that are not normal hours. as in not normal office hours. Unsocial hours are usually times like at night or very early in the morning or perhaps over the weekend. They are referred to in English as unsocial working hours. So outside normal office hours. Okay, well done, Duk. So unsocial, give yourself a mark for that for number 2. Number 3, knock, please.
I'm here.
Yes, knock. Number 3.
People claim the cartoon series is a bad influence on young people.
Is in this case, no. It could be bad, but bad actually belongs somewhere else in this exercise, okay? This is what I was saying before. Maybe 1 or 2 adjectives could go in a particular sentence, but each adjective can only go in one sentence. So you have to choose the best one for each sentence. So in this case, it is not bad. Zung Ha.
People claim the cartoon series is a harmful influence on young people.
Correct. Harmful influence on young people. People claim the cartoon series is a harmful influence on young people. Actually, now I look at it a second time, no, it's not harmful. It's not harmful. Michael.
Yeah. People
What do you think?
claim the cartoon series is a let me see. A common or big influence on young people.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to change my mind here. Now I've read some of these things. I'm going to go back to, let me see. I'm going to go back to bad. Okay. Now I've had a second look at this. I'm going to go back to bad. Okay. Was that the one that you chose, Knock? Hello, Knock.
I'm here.
Yeah. Did you choose bad?
Yes, I did.
Okay. I'm going to give you the mark for that. Okay. I think actually now I look at it, bad is the correct answer. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So you're correct. Bad is correct for number 3. All right. Number 4, please. Where did I get up to? Number 4, tone.
Number 4, always wear sunscreen to avoid your harmful effects of the sun.
Correct. Thank you, Tone. Always wear sun cream to avoid the harmful effects of the sun. Okay, number 5, Paula.
A big impact.
Can you read the complete sentence, please, Paula?
A congestion charge has had a big impact on traffic flow in the city.
Yes, a big impact on traffic flow in the city. A congestion charge, by the way, if you're not familiar with it, is a tax that some cities in the world have if you drive your car into the center of the city. You have to pay an extra fee or tax or charge to drive in a busy area. Congestion, by the way, means somewhere that is very crowded. Congested is a synonym for crowded. I could maybe say Hanoi is a very congested city. Means Hanoi is a very crowded city, has a lot of people. So congestion is a place where there are a lot of crowds. So many cities in the world have a congestion charge. I know London does, for example. So big was the correct adjective there. Thank you, Paula. Number 6, hakan. Hakan.
It is a common practice to include a 10 service charge on the bill.
Okay, that's very good, Hakan. It is common practice to include a 10% service charge on the bill. Okay, pretty easy now because there's only 2 left to choose. Tuk, please. Number 7.
She had a bad habit of tapping her pen on the desk.
Tuk, we've already used bad, okay? We decided that bad was the adjective for number 3. All right, so you have to choose another one. Can you choose another one, please, Tuk? Of course, it means you have to keep track of all the adjectives that have been used so far. So there are only 2 that haven't been used. Can you guess, Tuk? Hello, Tuk. Maybe we've lost contact with Tuk. Okay, Nok, please. Nok.
I'm here.
Okay, Nok, number 7.
She has the annoying habit of tapping her pen on the desk.
Correct. She has the annoying habit of tapping her pen on the desk. Like that. Okay, which means the last one, Sung Ha. Number 8, Sung Ha.
The rise in oil price will have a knock-on effect on other industry.
Correct. Well done. So knock on is almost like informal language. It means consequential or follow on. All right. So knock on means something that happens because something else has already happened. Okay. The rise in oil prices will have a knock-on effect on other industries or a consequential effect on other industries, meaning a rise in oil prices means that maybe food will become more expensive because companies that transport food around the country, that drive food around the country, will have to pay more for oil, so they will have to put the prices of the food up to help pay for this. So that is what a knock-on effect is. Does that make sense, Sung Ha?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay. All right. Have a quick look at who got 8 for this. Paula. Hello, Paula.
Oh, yeah.
How many did you get out of 8, Paula?
8.
Excellent. Hakan. Hakan.
Yeah, I got 7.
Okay, very good. Duk.
Yes.
How many did you get out of 8?
6.
6. Okay. All right. Nok.
I got 6.
6. Okay, Nok. Sung Ha.
I've got 7.
7. Excellent. Michael.
I got 6. You
6. Okay.
missed out the best.
Sorry, Michael. I didn't hear that.
I missed out the best one.
All right.
The-
Yeah. That was a little bit confusing. Yeah, that was a little bit confusing. But number 3, the best choice was bad. Okay, and Tone. How many, Tone?
I got 8.
8. Excellent. Well done. So congratulations to Tone and Paula, 8 out of 8. Are there any questions before we leave this about what any of these adjectives mean? Okay, good. I think I've explained knock on for you, and unsocial maybe is another one you are not so familiar with. All the other ones, of course, you should be well familiar with. Okay. Now, speaking time. As I was saying before, we haven't done speaking for a few weeks, so we're going to do most of the rest of the lesson on this. So these are two. Hopefully we will have time this afternoon to do two of these. These are two speaking test part 2 exercises from the IELTS test. So remember, for the speaking test, you have 1 minute to prepare a 2-minute talk. Paula, hello, Paula.
Yeah.
Can you remember how I have suggested you should end these talks? Or what you should do when, as part of your 1-minute preparation, okay, what should you do about the end of the talk? I know, I'm sorry, maybe the question is a little bit confusing. So I will put it another way. So you have 1 minute to prepare for this. Can you remember in the past what I've suggested you should do during your 1-minute preparation that relates to the end of your talk?
I I don't remember.
You remember or you don't remember?
No, I don't think I do.
You don't think. Okay, all right, that's okay. Tone, can you tell me?
Always write down your last sentence.
Yes, yes. Excellent, Tone. Do you remember now, Paula?
Yeah.
Okay, so you should always write out your last sentence. And why should you always write out your last sentence? Michael?
Thing is to get the extra point and to make people that knowing that there's the ending.
Sorry, Michael, can you say that again? Your signal is breaking up a little bit. Can you say again, please, Michael?
I think you have to write down the last sentence to end the whole speech.
To correct, to end the whole speech, but to give what sort of ending to the whole speech?
Like the proper ending that won't continuous, that won't make the people think that the speech will be continued.
You've got the right idea, Michael. So you write down your last sentence because you want to give a definite and tidy ending to your talk. All right, that makes sense and that brings your talk to a satisfying conclusion. For these sort of tests, please remember, it sounds bad if you get to the end of 2 minutes and you can't think of a good way to end your talk. And so maybe you just stop partway through a sentence or partway through an idea. So it makes your talk sound unfinished, and it makes it sound like you haven't really thought it through in your head beforehand. So if you write down your last sentence, it means that even if maybe you get a little bit lost during the body or the main part of your talk, you can always look down at your piece of paper and you can see you already have a neat and tidy last sentence written down that's going to make a good and satisfying conclusion to your talk. And that leaves a good impression with the examiner or anyone else who is listening. If you can bring your talk to a good, tidy conclusion, it leaves a very good impression, even though maybe the rest of your talk, you might have got a little bit lost or a little bit confused. But if you have a good last sentence, that will go a long way towards leaving a good impression in the examiner's mind. If you don't have a good, tidy sentence to finish your talk, okay, that can create not a good impression in the examiner's mind. I hope that makes sense to you all. So one of the first things, doesn't have to be the first thing, but one of the first things when you're thinking about how to do your talk on any subject is to think of a last sentence and write it down. So what I'm going to get you to do now is just quickly look at this topic, which is about describing your ideal car, and please write down what you think a last sentence would be. Okay, can you do that now, please? I'll give you a few seconds to do this. Remember, when you're preparing for the talk, you've got 1 minute to prepare for the whole thing. So this shouldn't take you very long. So can you please write down one sentence? And I'm going to ask you what it is. Okay, here we go. I'll start this time with you, please. Tone.
Me?
Yes, what is your last sentence?
So for me, that's my dream car.
Great, perfect. Okay, so your last sentence, thank you, Tone. Last sentence doesn't have to be anything complicated. Okay, or doesn't have to be anything too, what is the word? Too profound or too original. Just has to be something relating to the topic that makes sense. All right, thank you, Tone. That was ideal. Michael, what is your last sentence?
Last sentence is, and that is my favorite dream car.
Excellent. Thank you, Michael. Zung Ha.
My last sentence is, this is the car which suits me best.
This is the car which suits me best. Excellent. That's great, Zung Ha. Thank you. Knock, please.
That's all about the car that I want to have in the future.
That's all about the car that I want to have in the future. Okay, that's fine. That's all about the car. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I was just thinking maybe of improving it by just saying, and that's the car I want to have in the future. But probably the way you've put it maybe is a little bit more flexible. So that's all about the car I want to have in the future. That's good, Nok. Duk, Min Duk. Can you hear me, Min Duk?
Yes.
Okay, Min Duk. What is your last sentence, please?
That is my favorite car.
And that's my favorite car. That's fine. That's fine, Min Duk. Can be as simple as that. Okay, very good. Hakan.
I think that is the reason why it is my ideal car.
Okay, that's good. That's perfect, Hakan. That's absolutely fine. And finally, Paula.
And that is the ideal car that I would love to have one.
Can you say that again, please, Paula?
And that is the ideal car that I would love to have one.
And that is the ideal. Did you say ideal in that? And that is the ideal car that I would love to have one. Is that what you said, Paula?
Yeah.
Okay, so having that, you don't need to have one on the end of that sentence. that word is redundant and makes the sentence incorrect, okay? So it should be, and that is the ideal car that I would love to have, if you are going to use that sentence. Does that make sense, Paula?
Yeah.
And that is the ideal car that I would love to have, full stop. Okay, so you don't need to have one on the end of that sentence. Okay, well done, everyone. They are all good last sentences. And again, like I say, doesn't have to be complicated, can be very simple, just as long as you have one. And because you have one and you have it written down, you know how you are going to finish your talk. You know exactly how you're going to finish your talk in a tidy and neat and confident way. All right, so I'm going a little bit cart before the horse here in this exercise. You might remember we looked at that idiomatic expression a while ago. Now we're going back to the beginning. For this sort of exercise, you should always start your talk by saying something like, I'm going to tell you about, or I would like to tell you about. I'm going to tell you about, or I would like to tell you about my favorite car, or my ideal car in this case. I'm going to tell you about, or I would like to tell you about. So those two ways of doing it are the best way to start, or the simplest way to start exercises like this. There are other ways, but these are the simplest. And when you have got only 1 minute to prepare for this, it's quite often easiest just to use one of these simple phrases to start your talk. Remember, I've said to you many times about KISS. KISS. What does KISS stand for, Michael?
Keep it simple.
Yes, keep it simple, okay? Keep it simple, especially when you only have 1 minute to prepare for something like this. You want to make it as simple and as easy as possible for you, all right? So exercises like this, you start off by saying, I'm going to tell you about my ideal car. I would like to tell you about my ideal car. Here is a story about my ideal car. Like I've said, there are several ways you can do this, but the simplest way is just to say, I'm going to tell you about, I would like to tell you about. Okay. What we're going to do now is we're going to go through this. You will see there are different subject headings, what kind of car you'd like, what special features you'd like to have, where you'd like to travel in it, and why it would be your ideal car. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go through this category by category or line by line. So the first thing I want you to do is to think about what kind of car you'd like. What kind of car you'd like. Now, I know maybe you're not so familiar with cars, because I know most of you probably haven't got your driving licenses yet, but this is still the sort of question you could be asked in an IELTS test. So even if you don't know a lot about cars, you have to be a little bit creative and just think of, what kind of car I might like to drive once I can get my driving license. And obviously you've only got 1 minute to prepare for this, so you have to do it quickly. Okay, going back to you, Paula. Can you please tell me what kind of car you'd like?
A roadster.
Okay, so can you please start off the talk, all right? And start off the talk using the way that I suggested that you start your talk, and then lead into the sort of car you'd like.
Oh, okay. So I want to tell you about my favorite car. I'd love to have a roadster. which
A
is
roadster.
yeah.
Yep. Sorry, Paula. Sorry to interrupt you. Please keep going.
You mean like all the speaking?
No. I interrupted you. You were going to say which is. Can you finish your sentence, please? Sorry.
Oh, I'd like to have a roadster, which is a two-seat car.
Okay, fine. That's it. Thank you, Paula. Okay. So Paula did it perfectly. Okay. I'd like to tell you about my favorite car. It's a roadster, which is a two-seater car. Okay. Thank you, Paula. That was excellent. Hakan.
Oh,
Whenever you're ready, Hakan.
but I mean that the kind of car is like a 2-seat, 4-seat, or like that, right?
Can be, or it can be a make or brand of car. All right. Doesn't have to be 2-seat or 4-seater car. Okay. Can be a make or brand of car or a style of car. All right. So yeah, for this, when they say kind of car, it can mean a brand of car like a Mercedes or a Honda or a Toyota,
so
something like that.
I can choose, right?
You can choose from a brand, or you can choose a sort of car. Would you like a sports car, or I would like a big car? In Western countries, they call them SUVs, which is a larger sort of car. That's so you can say that sort of car, or you can talk about a type of car, like you just said before, a sports car, which is what Paula was talking about. So when they say kind of car, it gives you quite a few different categories of things to choose from. So
Okay.
can you give me an opening sentence, please, Hakan?
Okay, so I would like to tell you about my ideal car. It is a sport car. Oh yeah, I think it is a very sport car.
Okay. Did you say very sports car? Can't
No.
have.
I said
Yeah.
that it's Ferrari.
Oh, Ferrari sports car. Excellent. I'd like to tell you about my ideal car. It's a Ferrari sports car. That's great. Thank you. Minduk.
Yes.
Okay. Can I have your first sentence, please, Minduk? Remember, you have to start with, I'd like to tell you about, or I'm going to tell you about, okay?
I would like to tell you about my favorite car, which is a Ferrari.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Simple as that, Minduk. Remember what I said before. It doesn't have to be complicated. Just keep it simple. I want to tell you about my favorite car, which is a Ferrari. That's absolutely fine. All right. Ideal, by the way, just in case you're not too sure about this word, ideal is another word. It's a synonym for favorite, synonym for perfect, synonym for the thing that I would like the most. All right. Ideal. Knock, please. Knock. Your first sentence.
Okay, I'm going to tell you about my dream car, which can fly.
Which can fly. Fantastic. That's great, Knock. Very original. Excellent. You will have the examiner very interested in that, okay? If you say that, okay? That's great, Knock. Okay, Zung Ha.
I will share with you about my favorite car. It is an electric car, which environmentally friendly.
Okay, excellent. Excellent, Zung Ha. Sorry, how did you start off your sentence? Can you just tell me those words?
I will share with you about my favorite car.
Okay, you would say, I'm going to share with you, or I would like to share with you my favorite car. Okay, you need to say it like that. I'm going to
Okay.
I'm going to share with you my favorite car, or I would like to share with you my favorite car. All right, is the way you would have to say it in correct English. I would like to share with you, or I want to share with you my favorite car. Okay, Michael, please. Michael,
Yes.
first sentence, please, Michael.
Okay. I would like to share with you my favorite ideal car, which is a futuristic car.
A futuristic car. Okay, that's great, Michael. Well done. Tone.
I want to tell you my dream car.
Yes, what's the next sentence, Tone?
Oh, you mean the two first sentence?
Yeah, you have to tell me what kind of car you'd like, remember?
I want to tell you my dream car is a golden luxury Mercedes car.
A golden luxury, what sort of car, Tone?
Mercedes.
Sorry, Mercedes car. Okay, a golden luxury. Okay, you need to use the word about in your first sentence. Okay, I'm going to tell you about my ideal car. You need to have the word about in there.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to tell you about my ideal car, a golden luxury Mercedes. Okay, that's very good, everyone. So we've now got your first sentence, and of course, you now have your last sentence. So now we're just going to have a short break. All right, just a short break so you can get a drink or stand up and stretch your legs, and then we're going to come back and we're going to do the rest of this exercise. So I will see you shortly. Thank you. Always important, I think, not to spend too long sitting down. I think scientific studies have proved that it's very bad for your health just to spend too long sitting down. You should always try and stand up at least every hour or so and use your leg muscles. Helps the blood circulate through your body. Get more blood to your brain, which helps in lessons like these. Okay, so to summarize, we've got the first sentence now about what kind of car you'd like. We've also got our last sentence written down. Now, can you please think for the next minute or so about the next two parts of this, all right? The special features you'd like it to have, where you'd like to travel in it. In fact, I'll get you to do all three, okay? Because before we finish this afternoon, I want you to do the whole 2 minutes for me if you can. So now please, can you do all three? So I will give you 1 minute to do this. And remember, of course, in the test situation, you would have 1 minute to think of the whole thing. So obviously what you want to do is just write yourself brief notes that you can look down at, and it will remind you of what you would like to say. So what special features you'd like to have in your car, where you'd like to go or travel in it, and why it is your ideal car. And again, kiss, everyone, kiss, keep it simple. Okay, another 30 seconds. I'm going to start with you, please. So Paula, I just want you to tell me about these last three subtitles, okay? The special features you'd like to have in your car, where you would like to go, and why it would be your ideal car. Okay, I don't need you to give me the talk, the whole talk at the moment, but can you just give me some of the notes or ideas that you have about these three categories? Okay, Paula?
So am I gonna like speak the whole or what?
Yeah, sorry. So I don't want you to give me the whole talk right now, okay? Just give me some of the ideas that you have about these three categories, okay?
Okay.
So special features you'd like to have in your Roadster, Paula. What would you like to have?
A good speed.
Sorry, I didn't hear that. Sorry.
I think a Roadster will be really fast.
Yep.
And its speed is really good. So I think it's more convenient and comfortable for me to travel around.
Okay. All right. Where would you like to go in it?
Around the world.
Around
Especially,
the world.
Yeah, I think if I gonna take a gap year.
Yep.
Yeah, I want to travel.
Okay. You'd like to take it around the world. And why is a Roadster your ideal car?
I like to travel alone. And mostly it is its design. It's really the state of art.
Okay. State of the art. State of the art. Okay. Okay, that's fine, Paula. Excellent. Remember, everyone, there are no right or wrong answers for this, by the way. It's just whatever you can think of and how you can explain it in accurate and fluent English. Okay, Hakan. Hakan. Okay, Hakan, what was your ideal car? Or what is your ideal car again?
Yeah, of course it's still a Ferrari sport car, but
okay, Ferrari sports car. Yep. What special features?
Yeah, so,
yeah. What would you like it to
I
have?
think it will have a faster speed and also can fly.
Can fly. All right. It would be a very special Ferrari sports car. Where would you like to go?
Yeah, same that I want to travel around the world too.
Okay. In order to make your talk a bit longer, you would probably have to talk about more specific places.
Okay.
All right. You would like maybe, for example, might say, I would love to travel around the world. In particular, though, I would like to go to Italy, which is the home of Ferrari sports cars, and maybe visit the Ferrari factory and see how these cars are made.
Okay.
All right. So see, something like that. So you talk about a specific place, which means you can use up more time talking about what you would like to see in that place. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Yeah. All right. And last thing, why is a Ferrari your ideal car?
Well, you see, I can enjoy a journey around the world, the thing that I had never done it before.
Okay. But what makes the Ferrari your ideal car for doing this?
Yes, because fast speed and also can fly, and also I love the I love I love what it looked like.
You love what yes, that's fine. I love what it looks like. That's fine. Perfect. That's great, Hakan. Okay. Thank you. All right. Minduk. Hello, Minduk. Can't hear you, Minduk, if you're trying to talk. Okay, I'll come back to you.
Minh Đức. Why is Minh Đức? Minh Đức ơi. Okay, no.
He was there. He's not there now. It's okay. I will wait to see if he comes back. Thank you, Mrs. Ha. Okay, Knock. Knock, please.
I'm here.
Okay, Knock. I'm glad you are here. All right. So, Knock, what sort of car did you like? The flying car.
Yeah, it is a flying car.
All right. What special
car.
features? What special features would you
So-
like it to have? What special features?
I'm gonna tell you about the two wings of this car,
Yep. Yes.
which is a distinguished feature of this form of transport.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And I also tell you about the reason why I like it and the prices that I want to travel to buy this car.
Yes. Where would you like to travel in this car? Where would you like to travel in this car?
I
And-
think it's my workplace in the future.
You'd like to travel to your workplace in the future.
Yes,
Okay. Where is your workplace in the future?
I don't know.
Okay.
Like it can be anywhere in Hanoi.
Okay, it can be anywhere. So, like I was saying to Hakan, you probably need to think of a more specific place so that you can make your talk longer by talking about this place. Okay.
Yes.
So, for example, if you just say, I would like to travel to my future workplace, that isn't very long. So you need to have a little bit more detail, a little bit more description about that. So you might like to say, I would like to travel, I don't know, maybe to some part in Vietnam. I would like to travel in my flying car to, let me see, Da Nang, because I've always wanted to go to Da Nang because it has such wonderful beaches, and I can park my car there in the sun under a tree, and everyone would come and be very jealous of it because it can fly. See what I mean?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you can fill up the talk by talking about not just the car, but where you would like to go in it, because these are some special features of the place I would like to go to. Okay, and that is an easy way to help fill up the time in your 2 minutes. Okay, Zung Ha, please.
Yes.
Okay,
I'm here.
Zung Ha, so you were talking about the electric car, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so what special features would you like your electric car to have?
I would like my car to have a auto driving mode
Yes.
that if when I too lazy to drive, it can drive for me. Or
Sure.
I want to sleep, it can drive for me to home.
Okay, excellent. Okay, where would you like to go in it?
I would like to travel around Vietnam.
Mhm.
Or in holiday, I will go on a picnic with my family or my friends to spend
Okay.
time with them.
Sounds great. Okay, now why is an electric car your ideal car?
Because it is first it is friendly with the environment. Secondly, is has auto driving mode for me because I'm too lazy to drive it myself.
Okay, that's fine. Excellent. Thank you, Zung Ha. So the only thing I will correct, you would say because it is environmentally friendly is how you would say that. Okay, if you say it is friendly with the environment, doesn't quite make sense in English. All right, so you have to use different forms of the word. So you would say it is environmentally friendly. It is environmentally friendly. But the rest of that was good. Thank you, Zung Ha. Michael.
Yes.
Okay, Michael, so you wanted to talk about your Ferrari, is that right? You want a Ferrari?
No, mine was a futuristic car.
Ah, futuristic. Okay. All right. What special features would you like your futuristic car to have?
My special feature that I would add to the car, which will be time travel and flying.
Okay. And where would you like to travel in it?
I would like to travel to another dimension with in it.
Another dimension? Can you be a little more specific? Can you tell me a bit about the dimension?
For sure. Currently, I would love to travel to the dimension where the civilization of the aliens
Mhm.
that are being like the economic of the alien.
Yes.
So I can learn the technology of the aliens and bring back to the human life.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so Michael, this is excellent. There's nothing wrong with using your imagination in these questions. Okay, so this is good, Michael. And why would this car be your ideal car?
Oh, the reason is simple. I would just like to travel around to the dimensions.
Yep.
Learn about new stuff from other spaces and not from the world.
Okay. Okay.
Just to expand my knowledge.
Okay. Very good. Excellent, Michael. Thank you. Very creative. All right. Tone, please. Tone. All right. What was your car? Was yours the Ferrari, Tone?
No, Mercedes.
Mercedes. Sorry. The golden luxury Mercedes. How could I forget? Sorry. Okay. So what special features would you like the golden luxury Mercedes to have?
Personally, I want my Mercedes have an iSporters. I like when I like Siri in iPhone. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
When I call it for when I talk to it, it can reply me every time I need.
Yes.
And when I order it to call me my friends or open the door, it can help me with that.
Okay.
The
All
second
right.
thing I want in the car
Mhm.
is a small smart TV, so I can watch some videos or some clips online
Mm-hmm.
and watch some film with my families too. The last thing I want in my car is a cafe making machines.
Right.
So when I late to work, I can have some coffee on the way.
Okay. Excellent. So where would you like to go in your car?
I would go around Vietnam, to some cities in the southern, and like experience some like eat some cuisines there.
Okay. Good. Good. All right. Actually, you've already said why it would be your ideal car, so I'm not going to ask you that, but that's great. Thank you, Tone. Minduk, are you back yet?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, Minduk. Sorry, we lost you for a while. What is your ideal car?
My ideal car is a Ferrari.
Ferrari. Okay, so what special features would you like it to have?
Maybe it
Hello, Minduk.
maybe it could fly someday.
Okay, something like flying. Where would you like to travel in it? Look,
I would like to travel all around the world.
all right. And why is this Ferrari your ideal car? Can you think of any reasons?
No.
Okay, so I will let you think, because what I'm going to do now, thank you, Minduk. So please have a listen to what I'm going to get the others to do, which should give you some ideas as to what you can put in your talk. Okay, all right. So Paula.
Yeah.
All right, Paula, I'm sure you can guess what is coming now, okay?
I have to speak the whole.
Correct. You guessed correctly, Paula. All right, so I want you to start off the way I suggested. I also want you to finish with your sentence, which you have written down. And obviously in the middle, you can put in the things that we have just talked about, okay? So I don't need you to speak for 2 minutes, okay, Paula? But I do want you to try and give me as fluent and as correct a talk as you can, okay? Don't worry about the time. So what I want to hear is a good beginning, as we've discussed. I want to hear a good ending, as we've also discussed, and then just the things in the middle that we talked about before. Okay, Paula?
Okay.
Okay, so like I say, don't worry about the time. So obviously you can look, because in the test you would have those things in front of you, what kind of car you'd like, what special features you'd like it to have. Okay, so you can just use those as a guide. All right?
Okay.
Okay, whenever you're ready, please, Paula.
So I'd like to tell you about my favorite car. It is a Roadster, which is a two-seater car. Personally, I think a Roadster is far more convenient and comfortable to ride when I go alone. And moreover, its speed is better than most conventional cars, so I can travel everywhere I want. So especially I want to ride it around the world if I'm gonna have a gap year before I go to university. Especially I want to ride it to the Europe where I want to study abroad. And that is the ideal car that I would love to have.
Okay, that's good, Paula. The only thing I will correct, I think you said you would like to ride it. What should that be
Drive.
instead of ride? Drive,
Drive it.
correct.
Yeah, I
Yes,
know.
drive it. Okay, that's the only thing I will correct. That's good, Paula. So the only thing you missed out was why it would be your ideal car. Okay.
Oh,
I'd like
yeah.
to hear a little bit more about that, and also to make the talk longer, as I was saying to Hakan and a couple of the others, you can talk in more detail about where you would like to go in it.
Okay.
Okay, that's how you would make that longer. But that was fine. Thank you, Paula. Okay, Hakan, did you hear what Paula did?
Yes.
Okay, good. So I want to hear the same sort of thing from you, but about your car, of course.
Okay,
All right,
so,
whenever you're ready, Hakan. So like I was saying, this talk doesn't have to be long. I'm not worrying about 2 minutes, okay? But I just
so
want to hear you do it fluently.
I will tell you about my ideal car is a very sport car. Yes, and it will have many features, high-tech features. Yeah, high-tech features like it can fly. It can have a very fast speed and also run by electricity to friendly with environment. With a high-tech car, I can go to many places on the world, but like go to American because I want to know about their cultures, their good restaurant, or maybe another countries too. So it's my ideal car because of good speed, about it's convenient and it's beautiful. Okay, and that is the reason why it's my ideal car.
Okay, very good, Hakan. All right. So again, I will just say that you have to say environmentally friendly, okay?
Oh,
Rather than friend or friendly to the environment or friend of the environment. Okay. I think you said it has good speed, which is not quite
fast speed.
yeah. Which is not quite correct English. You can't say it has fast speed. You would have to say it can go at a very fast speed.
Oh,
So you need to have those little prepositions in there. It can go at a very fast speed.
okay.
It's not correct English to say it has fast speed.
Okay.
Okay, you have to say it can travel or it can go or it can drive at a very fast speed. Okay, but the rest of that was fine. Thank you, Hakan. And again, I think maybe you can hear, the rest of you, how tidy having a good last sentence makes the whole talk. All right, I hope you can hear that. Thank you, Hakan. Knock, please.
I'm here.
All right, Knock, whenever you are ready, please.
I'm ready. So I'm gonna tell you about the whole speech, right? Right?
Yes.
So I'm going to tell you about my dream car, which can fly. In my opinion, it is going to be eco-friendly and it is going to be an eco-friendly and hybrid car. So electricity will be the main source of energy that this car will use. So on one hand, when it's off the ground, it has two wings to fly, and on the other hand, when it's on the ground, it can fold up their wings, and as a result, the occupants can drive their cars to their home. And I could like to drive these cars to a lot of places of interest in Vietnam, especially somewhere which is off the beaten track. Moreover, I think this car is really convenient, so it's really suitable for the users to drive it on peak hours when there are a lot of vehicles on the road. So you can use this form of transport as a way to escape from the crowd. And the reason why I love it is this this transport can ease the congestion and pollution in the urban areas in like Hanoi. And that's all about the car that I want to have in the future.
Okay, that was very good. Was that the last sentence you wrote down before, Knock?
Yes,
Is that the same sentence? Okay, so
yes.
that was excellent, Knock. All right. Okay, I don't have anything to correct in that. I notice how you changed friendly for the environment to eco-friendly. Very good, perfect. And you had a lot of good descriptions in there. Knock. And like a couple of the others did, you use good linking words like moreover. All right, that worked very well. So Knock, that was very good. Very good.
Thank you.
And very creative too. So you had a lot of different ideas in there, which you expressed in perfect English. Knock. So well done. Okay, Zong Ha.
I'm going to share with you about my dream car, which is an electric car that environmentally friendly. This car will have auto driving mode, which that can drive for me when I sleepy or I too lazy to drive by myself. And a safety mode, if I were in an accident, it can protect me. I will travel around Vietnam in it. In holiday, I will go on a picnic with my family or friends to spend time with them. I really like this car because firstly, it had many modes that convenient to me, and it's also environmentally friendly. This is the car that suits me best.
Okay, Zong Ha, that's very good. Very good too. Just a couple of small corrections I have for you. I think you called it an electricity car in your first
An
sentence.
electric car.
Electric car, excellent. Okay, that's the change. I think you said electricity car. Of course, it's electric car. And I think you said also something about you would like to go in holiday in it. Holiday usually
Go on.
you can go on holiday in the car or you can drive it during the holidays. Normally the way in the sentence you said it, I think it should have had an S on holidays. That's the other thing I noticed. But the rest of that was very good. Zong Ha, good work.
Thank you.
Okay, and you linked everything together very well. Okay, just like Knock did. All right, and again, you finished it very tidily. Okay, and very confidently. So that was great. Thank you. Michael, please.
Yeah.
Okay, Michael, remember, you don't have to talk for 2 minutes. Okay, so just tell me what you've got.
All right. So not over 2 minutes or just
No, not for 2 minutes. Just talk about the headings that it has there on the page. Okay, as fluently as you can.
can I talk over 2 minutes?
No, you can't talk over 2 minutes. No.
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
Let me sort out some. Okay. Oh, hello everyone. And today I'll talk about my ideal car, which is a futuristic car. The special feature that I would like to add into the car will be the time travel and flying gadgets. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Keep going, Michael. Yep.
Seems like you can't hear me, but yeah. I'm going to continue. So the feature for the time travel is like you can travel through time and space. And I would like to travel to another dimension with this car. a dimension where aliens civilization exists, and I want to bring up, want to bring the technique, like the technique from the alien dimension to the human world to improve the human world. The reason why I would like this to be my ideal car is simple. I just want to travel around the universe and the other dimensions so that I can learn more and more about outer space. This kind of thing. That's why I would like, and that's why this would be my good idea car. Thank you for listening.
Hey, that's very good, Michael. Excellent. That's good, Mike. I don't have any corrections for you, okay? All the English, sorry, it was a little bit, sometimes your talk broke up a little bit, was a little bit hard to hear, but everything I heard was very good. Okay, and that was very creative. And again, you finished it confidently and concisely. So thank you, Michael. Well done. Any questions to ask me about that?
Give me some more words about the construction and the technique, like the alternate word from
An alternate word for what, Michael? Sorry.
the civilization and the technical or technique, or like the part I said that the civilization of the aliens.
Yeah.
Want to
Sorry,
add-
it's still breaking up a little bit. Can you put it into chat, please, Michael?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. All right, while he's doing that, Tone, are you ready, Tone?
Okay.
Okay, Tone, whenever you are ready, please.
I want to tell you about my dream car. It's a golden luxury Mercedes car, which is like my dream car since I was 4 years old. For my car, I would like to have an AI supporters which can help me with some stuff like open my door when I ask, call my friends, and sometimes playing some music. Secondly, I want my car to have a small TV, which I can watch some clips, some videos with my friends, and some films with my family too. The third one I want to have in my car is a cafe making machines. So when I was late for work, I can drink some coffee on the way to the office. If about where I would like to travel with it, I think I will travel. If I have it, I will travel around Vietnam from the north to the south and some remote province too. So I think for me that's my dream car.
Okay, very good. That's very good, Tone. The only thing I just heard was at the end there, you would talk about to some remote provinces. Needs to have an S on the end, okay?
Okay.
Provinces is plural.
Okay.
If you're going to more than one, so to some remote provinces. All right. So that was very good. You had some good ideas. Again, excellent English, Tone. The only thing I would get you to improve next time is just your delivery. Can maybe be a little more fluent, a little bit faster. All right, just a little bit. But there were good ideas. You had good structure and a good ending. Thank you, Tone. All right, last one. Minh Duc. Minh Duc, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, Minh Duc, you've heard what everyone else did. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So please start.
Yeah, hello. I would like to talk about my ideal car, which is a Ferrari. This is an Italian luxury sport car. One special features I would like it to have is like so I can travel around the world with it. And also I would like it to have a automatic cooking machine so I can enjoy my meal inside my ideal car.
Yes, where would you like to go? Where would you like to go in it?
I would like to go around the world with it.
Yes, keep going, please, Doc. Why would it be your ideal car?
I don't have a reason.
Okay, so remember, when you run out of things to say, you just say your last sentence, which you have written down. What is your last sentence, Doc?
That's my favorite car.
Okay, so remember, if you ever can't think of anything to say, if your brain goes blank and runs out of ideas, please just finish with your last sentence. All right? So what you need to do, Doc, obviously, is to have think a little bit more about those headings or categories that make up the task. So what you told me was good, the sort of features you'd like to have in it. All right. But you also need now to think about where you would like to go in it. And for example, if you want to go somewhere in Vietnam, why is that place in Vietnam special to you? Why would you like to go there? And then just think of some reasons why this would be your ideal car. Maybe because it can fly, maybe because it's electric, maybe because you can cook in it. Okay, and just talk about things like that. So again, not difficult things, but you just need to think of these ideas and then just talk about them in simple sentences. All right, thank you, Doc. All right, everyone, we've just about finished for this afternoon. Michael, I'm just looking now at your chat, some alternate words for civilization. Michael, words like different worlds, different civilizations, different planets you could use, different worlds are probably the main ones. Technique. What was your question about technique, Michael? What was the sentence?
The technique of the aliens.
Sorry, the technique of?
The aliens.
Oh, the technique. Technology. Technology.
Oh, yeah. I was moving that.
That's the word. Technology. Technology of the aliens. Okay. All right, everyone, can you please turn your cameras on? Cameras on, please, everyone, so I can say goodbye for this afternoon. All right, nice to see you all again at last. Doc, can you turn your camera on, please? Okay, Doc. All right, Paula. Where are you, Paula? You're hiding.